Hello Leos, how are you guys doing today? Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I am the Intuitive Teacup, and I am so happy to have you all here with me today. I'm also super stoked to announce that I reached 100 subscribers on YouTube, which is just absolutely amazing to me. I feel so blessed and lucky to have all you viewers supporting me in my videos because I'm just loving doing them, so I'm hoping that you're loving them back. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for those who are returning, and welcome to all those who are new, including cross-watchers. So these are going to be general messages for the sign of Leo, whatever you associate with that, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Because they are general messages, that means that not everything is going to resonate with you out there, and that's totally fine. Not every reading can be for you, unfortunately, with these general messages. So only take what resonates, what seems to apply to your story, and if it doesn't, toss it out. Or check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in additional videos so that you can get more messages that way. And also sometimes let it resonate, let it marinate a little bit for a few days. Not everything is going to click instantly. That's kind of the funnest part of tarot is, you know, days later you see something or hear something and you're like, oh yeah, like that kind of click moment. That's what I love about it. So maybe that'll work out in that capacity for you guys. So this is a general message. It's going to be for May 4th. May the 4th be with you for all you Star Wars fans and nerds out there. May the 4th into the weekend and through the following week. So timestamp roughly, I don't know, 10 days. But it's energy, right? Nothing is fixed in time. So we are going to get started for all the lions out there. May is also Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. So shout out to all the fighters out there. And we are going to get started. So, what can we get for our lion friends for this coming weekend and the week ahead for Leos? What are the most important messages they need to see and hear for their best and highest good? Okay. All right. Everything you're going to want to know will be in the description box below, including the decks I'm using, how to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, etc. All right, so interesting. Somebody else had the Lovers, and this is like your me section. This is the cards representing you at this time, what's in your headspace. You have the Lovers. Somebody else had that. I think it was Aquarius. You have the King of Flamingos. That is like, come on, look at that with his sunglasses. That's ridiculous. It's so great. So that is the King of Swords in this deck. This is the Wonderland Tarot. And you have the Knight of Peppermills. So fire signs, specifically a Sagittarian card. This is actually an Aquarius card as well. And of course we have the Geminis with the Lovers. So Leo, a lot of people. Let's see here. I see you as welcoming in new people or potentially opportunities into your life. You seem to be relatively stable and comfortable, but whoever these, I'm seeing this as more people in your tribe, so to say. This could be you and a friend, this could be you and a romantic partnership, but this could also just be people in your life. Hang with me here, because the way I'm seeing it, I see you as the King of Swords in this, Leo, and see how he's like looking off to the side at this new thing coming in. Knights always bring movement and change into our life. So that's why I say I think you're the King of Swords here, and you're welcoming in this new passion, it could be a new person. I mean, if this is a relationship, it feels like, I don't know if you're totally satisfied, and the roles could be vice versa, right? If you're, you know, cross-watching. I think you're excited for new opportunities, like on the horizon is what I'm getting. This opportunity may come in a set of 3, if that makes sense, or there could be 3 things you're excited about or 3 things you're waiting for, but more so it has to do with this one opportunity. I don't know if there's 3 different, it's 111 on my clock. That's good luck. 3 1s, see? There's something about the 3s. There's like 3 parts to this thing that's coming in that you're excited about. I don't know if you know what it is. I think you're looking ahead to the future, excited about new change and opportunity or whatever, but there might be a bit of mystery to this. But it's fire, right? So it's absolutely catching your attention, Leo. It's a fire sign, or, I mean, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it's something that embodies that excitement, that fire, that warmth, that passion. I will say though that and we're not in your advice or guidance section yet, there is something about you're not looking back at this lover's opportunity. And again, this doesn't have to literally be a lover. It could be a partnership of some kind of friendship, as I was saying, whatever this is to you. This could be an old career that you feel like kind of chained to, essentially, almost like, you're stuck here, but you're looking elsewhere for a job. It could be that. There's something about your sword, which is typically the sword of truth, right? With the King of Swords. Your flamingo is looking back at this. Your flamingo hasn't totally turned to the new. So there's something here about your sword of truth knows the truth, right? You're like, duh. But what I'm trying to get at is the flamingo, the sword, is looking back at this. It's not completely ready to sever this tie. There's something that's lingering. There's something keeping this sword, this truth, this reality. It's trying to ground you back in, hey, don't forget about this. If this is your past, maybe there's something that needs to be reconciled or just put to bed. It doesn't have to be a huge thing before you can fully allow this opportunity to come in. And that may have to do with opening your heart, right? If this is an ex, if this is a past relationship, maybe with a Gemini, it doesn't have to be. And, it's done. You think it's all this is similar to your monthly reading. You think it's done and it's all wrapped up. There is something that needs to be revisited. That's so funny. This is exactly what your monthly reading was. So yeah, before you start looking at new people, at new opportunities, if you fully want to immerse yourself and not have any hang-ups in welcoming new things into your life, make sure that you and I want to say like your brain, the mental plane has resolved this thing so that you are able to completely move on. So that's just the you section, Leo. This is actually the heart of the matter, the conflicts. I love this card. This is the sun in this deck. So that's your card, Leo. This card has come up in almost every reading, the Seven of Peppermills. So this has a lot of different meanings. I'm going to go into that in a second. And then the Ten of Cups. This also came up for Gemini. You might be dealing with a Gemini. Okay, so heart of your conflict has to do, you have two cards of complete and utter happiness, the Sun and the Ten of Cups. Now, the Seven of Wands, it sometimes has to do with a test of faith. It sometimes has to do with obstacles being thrown at us and us having to deflect them with our own wand, defend ourselves, protect ourselves, fight for what we believe in, prove our strength to ourself, to spirit, fight for what we want. And yeah, I think that's sort of what this is. It's like once, metaphorically, these peppermills, these wands down below that are coming at us, they're enforcing kind of this energy that we're having to fight back, essentially, metaphorically. It's like once you conquer this obstacle, whatever that obstacle is for you, it's going to be a little bit different. There's a welcoming of something new. Do you see how the sun, or Humpty Dumpty in this deck, it's reaching out his hand to like welcome Alice to the other side. It's like, I just see this as like, okay, you've learned the lesson, you've accomplished like something that you had to prove to yourself, you've passed the test, you've outsmarted the competition, this or that. And again, it has to do with this opportunity. Whatever the sun is here, the egg, I don't know if that's going to mean anything to you, Humpty Dumpty, nursery rhymes, I don't know. It's the same as this opportunity that's coming in, if that makes sense. But there's something that needs to be dealt with, whether it's, wands can be communication, but this more speaks to me about some sort of obstacle or test. And the way he has wings, it's like you can't just leave this behind and not deal with it. You can't fly away, even though that's the easier thing to do, Leo. There's something about conquering these 6 wands that are coming at you and putting it to rest. Being strong in your power, in your ideas, not wavering on what you believe in, and ultimately what you want to accomplish, where you want to go. And that has to do with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is long term. Like, Ten of Cups is not rolling in for you this weekend per se, for most of you, right? 10 Cups is long term, the ideal fairy tale ending, happiness, what feels the best. So yeah, heart of your matter is, I think it's building blocks towards building this bright, sunshiny future, maybe welcoming in new peoples and opportunities, welcoming in love, I always see this as kind of building a home, It's like she's working on some little like yarn knitting project with her little like pet mouse there. And it reminds me of like that grandmother kind of in a rocking chair, like the classic Americana depiction of getting older, generations, love, family, passing things down. So maybe that has to do with this. Maybe it has to do with babies, right? With the egg. I don't know. But yeah, there's a mild struggle. This isn't huge, but it has to do with putting this to rest. This could be repairing a friendship. Yeah, if you had like a recent falling out or like an awkward moment with a friend and it's kind of been weighing on you, it's not that this is going to prevent you from new opportunities, but it's like cleansing of your soul is just what I'm getting. Like, do the right thing. Maybe like fight for the little guy. Like if this is someone who, I don't know, whatever it is, the conflict that needs to be resolved, right? It's going to be different for everyone, but it's around that theme. So your advice or guidance is, this card has come up a lot too. Hermit mode, the Hermit card of Virgo, inner reflection, inner self-truth, shining a light on yourself. It's all interior work, as I was saying. Yeah, going in and looking at the pieces and parts that you're not happy with. And again, it's interior, it's not exterior. So again, if this has something to do with, I shouldn't have said that, or I'm not happy with this in my life, or I wish I could change this, that's your guidance. Go within and find what you're not happy with, Leo. 10 of Swords, interesting. So 10 of Flamingos, right? I have to show you these because they're so cute. But yeah, these flamingos, these swords are standing all over this guy who metaphorically has been stabbed in the back. So again, this could be reversed, Leo, but if you, I don't know why this was coming up, but it's like highlighted here. If there's something unresolved with whoever this person or situation is in your life, that is coming up as 10 of Swords, which is not a great card. It's not a great energy. It's literally like it's metaphorically a death. Someone getting stabbed in the back, someone having to just give in because it's been it's a mental death. It's been such a strain on their heart, on their emotions, but mostly on their headspace, like trying to figure this out, and they can't, so it's like they give up or they surrender. And interestingly enough, that's not what you're doing here. This card is not about surrendering. How I was saying, you have to prove yourself, prove your strength. So stick to what you believe, stick to what you want, Leo. Absolutely go after the future and all the things and people that you so desire. But what is that? What is that expression? Be like a stand-up guy, be a stand-up girl, do it the right way. Don't participate in like shady stuff and then just like, I don't know, don't completely sever it. Yeah, okay, exactly. You had the King of Swords come up. Don't sever the tie very cold and blunt if that person is not completely worth abandoning. If they're a toxic person, sure, get rid of it, cut it out of your life and move on. But there's something lingering, the looking back of needing to settle this. Remember the truth of the flamingo? Something here requires a last minute check-in, okay? Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that because this is actually very repetitive of your monthly video. Check those out, by the way. They're roughly 40 minutes each. Every sign has a video that is up for the month of May. And then we are going to, oh, I have the wrong deck, sorry. We're doing fortune cards. I didn't need clarifiers for this because it's pretty, yeah, it's kind of at face value here. But we will finish you off with a Madame Endora's fortune card. You got 2. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, wow. Okay, so you got love. True love and fidelity. Okay. That's really beautiful with the little angel there. It reminds me of Cupid. Also Gemini, right? The lovers. Interesting. And then you have Gollum. A close friend acts on your behalf. Okay. So these are open to interpretation, right? These do come with a book, but I am actually more into like the intuitive kind of looking at it. See, this is battle armor, soldier, someone who's fought many wars. Kind of similar to the King of Swords here. His sword of truth is down though, right? It's not pointed up. It's not delivering messages from the heavens, from the universe, having that clarity, that cleansed spirit. A close friend acts on your behalf. This is who this is. I was sensing that this is more of a friend than a romantic partner. Or if it is a romantic partner in the past, it's someone who I don't think, Leo, you're interested in pursuing anything further with. And then love. I think this is what's coming in your future. I think that's what this opportunity is. 10 of Cups is feelings, emotions. It's water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, right? And again, with the 10 of Swords, you're putting something to rest with the Lovers. Both of these are air energy, Gemini, but it could also be Aquarius as well as Libra. That's what the King of Flamingos is. So yeah, go into hermit mode and really, really do the interior work to see what needs to be tied up in a little bow before you can move on and welcome in really fantastic opportunities. Okay, Leo? Thank you for joining me today. Please, please do like, share, subscribe. It helps me gain traction and gets this channel up and running. Other than that, I love you, Leos. Take care and have a fabulous weekend. Bye, guys.